Thank you for coming to the hotel for a media interaction. All yours.
Yeah, Excellency, we need your voice.
You want me closer?
Yes.
Okay. Can we start?
Yes.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. I've had 2 days of very productive engagements with the Kuwaiti leadership. As you know, I had a meeting with the Amir of Kuwait this morning. I had a meeting with the foreign minister. We had delegation level talks in which we discussed bilateral issues as well as regional issues. I also had a good meeting with the Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Interior this morning, in which the focus of my discussion was the facilitation of visas for Pakistanis, a big issue for the community that they wanted me to highlight. I've also had the pleasure of meeting Kuwaiti businessmen. I think it was a productive engagement. I was glad to see the clarity in the Kuwaiti leadership vis-a-vis Pakistan. The support for Pakistan, the warmth for Pakistan, the recognition of an excellent political relationship between two countries, and a desire of both sides to build on this excellent political understanding a comprehensive economic partnership for the future. We've taken a number of decisions. The leadership has clearly indicated that they will continue to support Pakistan on regional and international forums. They reiterated support for the Kashmir cause, the right of self-determination of the Kashmiri people. Kuwait has always been very forthright, and there was clarity on that. I also thanked the Kuwaiti leadership for the support and understanding we reached and we received from them during the recent standoff between India and Pakistan. We have charted a way forward. A number of initiatives were decided, and let me share them with you. 1, to further strengthen our bilateral relations, it was decided that a new mechanism would be put in place. The Kuwaiti side and the Pakistani side will prepare and share drafts of high-level engagement between the foreign ministers and the foreign ministries to further strengthen the bilateral relations. It was also decided that the Under-Secretary of Interior and our ambassador in Kuwait will sit and discuss the visa issue and how they can overcome the difficulties being faced by the Pakistani community, so that the concerns are addressed and we can evolve a formula which is mutually acceptable. It was also decided that to follow up on the discussions that I've had with the Minister for Interior, the Pakistani Minister for Interior will come to Kuwait and discuss and finalize the new arrangement that we are talking about.
When?
Soon, very soon. Well, it'll have to see, we'll have to see.
After Ramadan?
Or most probably after Ramadan, because before Ramadan they're committed. You have a number of high-level commitments in Jeddah and Makkah.
Yes.
So it has to be after Ramadan. We've also agreed that in our discussions with the businessman that I had, that we should invite the Chairman Board of Investment to Kuwait, so that he comes and looks at investment opportunities for Pakistan and how we can promote bilateral trade. I was delighted to hear that Kuwait is keen on the CPAC corridor, economic corridor, and they've had a good discussion with the Chinese officials on the subject, and they would be open to opportunities that come their way through the special economic zones that we are creating. They've expressed an interest, the Foreign Minister expressed an interest that the Planning Commission of Pakistan, representative of the Planning Commission of Pakistan, should come to Kuwait to further give us an overview of what the CPAC concept entails. I will also be speaking to the Pakistani community before leaving for Islamabad. But I'm going back with a lot of hope, and I'm going back confident that the potential of cooperation between Pakistan and Kuwait is huge. And I'm sure in the days ahead, the two sides will continue to engage with each other and build on the momentum generated in the last 2 days. We've also agreed, the Foreign Minister and myself, we've also agreed to meet in Jeddah, inshallah, in the next 10 days. Thank you.
Thank you. You mentioned that you meet the Highness Emir in this morning. If your discussion, if you discuss with the Highness Emir about the situation in region and what is behind of the future ahead.
Well, I've had a discussion on the evolving regional situation with the Kuwaiti leadership, with the Interior Minister and the Foreign Minister, and obviously the Emir is the guiding force behind all of them. He is the elderly figure, and they seek guidance from him. So he is fully aware of what's happening in the region. Obviously, there is concern. Heightened tensions are a cause of concern. Pakistan and Kuwait both are of the view that we should de-escalate. We should do whatever we can to de-escalate and diffuse tensions, because peace and stability of the region is in everybody's interest.
Mr. Sam.
Excellency, first of all, we are in a very complicated and problematic area. So many people expect that we are going to have a war recently in this area. Pakistan has a great relation with all the Gulf countries. What will you do in case of a war that has spread down here?
Well, Pakistan, as you mentioned, has excellent relations with all the Gulf countries, with all Muslim countries. Pakistan would be participating in the OIC summit and the Council for Foreign Ministers meeting, and we'll be making our suggestions at that forum soon. Pakistan would want to see stability, as I said, and would want to see a peaceful region. War will help no one, and this region has seen enough bloodshed. You know, you have seen what happened in the past. Iran has been through difficult times. Iraq has seen, a lot of challenging times.
Yes.
Kuwait has seen invasion, occupation, and deaths. Syria has been through a difficult 8 years and are gradually sort of reconciling to a new situation. The Middle East is in a flux. The Palestinian issue is as hot as ever. One is not aware of the new sort of the deal of the century that they're talking about. What are the details? One does not know. One is told that in June we will have some idea of what the new proposals are. So one is waiting anxiously to see which way we are heading. But Pakistan would play a role for mediation, reconciliation, and peace.
Ms. Khalid.
Yeah, Excellency, as you said, that you are not, you want peace to be on this area. But what think about the sanctions on Iran now for their oil? Means their people will starving. So did Pakistan will stop taking oil from Iran?
Well, Pakistan's dependence is more with the Gulf countries. You know, we take bulk of our oil comes from Kuwait, UAE, and Saudi Arabia. Iranian oil, we are, our exposure is very limited.
Second question.
Yes, Excellency, about the huge and the biggest seaback in the area. China will be, Osama, you can have, because الصين تبني في الميناء الكبير في
China is building the great port here in Kuwait.
Not in Kuwait, in Pakistan.
In Pakistan, sorry.
Yes.
And which will bring about $40 million.
Followed by
approximately yearly.
Yes.
China is.
What is start for this big project?
China is helping us build this economic corridor. They are investing in infrastructure in Pakistan. They have helped us improve our road network. They've helped us generate and overcome the energy shortages. They've helped us in power generation. And now, under the phase 2 of CPAC, we've agreed with Beijing that they will help us increase our agricultural productivity through technology transfer and investments in research institutions of Pakistan and collaboration with China. They've also agreed to help us industrialize further. There is talk of relocation of labor-intensive industry into Pakistan. They're also helping us deal with poverty, and with them we are designing a new poverty alleviation program called EHSAS. They're helping us do. So China is helping Pakistan create livelihoods and generate employment for our youth. Bulk of our population falls in the category of youth.
Excellency, you have just mentioned that the Pakistani exports from oil from Iran is so limited. But will you abide by the sanctions of the United States?
Well, if sanctions have a international sanctity, then all nations are bound to fulfill and honor those sanctions. For example, if there are UN sanctions imposed, then every country is bound to follow them. For example, there is a project between Iran and Pakistan, the Iran-Pakistan gas pipeline. Economically, there's a very viable project. Both sides stand to gain from this project. They have surplus gas to sell, and we are energy deficient. So it makes perfect economic sense to implement this project, and we are keen to implement that project. But unfortunately, sanctions come in the way, and we have not been able to implement it because of UN sanctions.
How do you evaluate the US-Pakistani relationship, and if it's enough for you to against the terrorism to close the religion schools in Iran, in Pakistan?
Religious.
Well, relations between Pakistan and the United States have seen their ups and downs, the highs and lows. They've been cyclical, but of late, since this government has come into office, I see a gradual improvement. I see that we've taken a turn in the right direction. There's a new convergence in Afghanistan. Both sides have agreed to help promote peace and reconciliation and initiate the dialogue process in Afghanistan. That has improved the environment between the United States and Pakistan. United States now recognizes the role, the constructive role being played by Pakistan, and they also recognize the huge sacrifice in human terms and economic terms that Pakistan has paid to overcome the challenge of terrorism and reverse extremism. So relations are improving by the day.
Last question.
New government in Pakistan and new reforms and great efforts have been made to rebuild the confidence between the government and and the people. And this, to what extent will these reforms help to help you to have more investments in Pakistan?
Obviously, economic reforms are the need of the hour. Pakistan inherited a very challenging economic situation when the PTI came into government. PTI as a political party with its allies, when we formed government in August 2018, we realized the economic challenge that we had inherited, the fiscal deficit that we had inherited, the current account deficit we had inherited, the trade deficit we had inherited, the circular debt we had inherited, the lack of foreign direct investments that was very visible, the shaken confidence was obvious, the uncertainty was visible, the dwindling forex reserves was staring us in the face. This, poverty on the rise, and institutions deteriorating over the years to deliver. Their ability to deliver had gone down. So all this indicated towards restructuring, economic restructuring and reforms. And this government has come with a reform agenda, and we will undertake reforms. We have started that, and hopefully they will show results. It will take time, but results will become obvious to the people of Pakistan in a matter of, I would say, by the end of the term, hopefully people will see a better situation.
Thank you so much.
And please, I need picture.
Sure.